All right. Just waiting for this to go live. We are live. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, guys. So, this is Restore the Warrior Day 1 in terms of this new program that I'm going to be following with the X3 program. Um, Incorporating a lot of the hip restoration that I'll be doing to open up the psoas, the hip flexors, um, lots of mobility, foam rolling, and stretching all around that. Like I don't know if you guys have ever placed your pocket, like if you go to your right here on top of your hips, that seems to be where I am the tightest. And a back injury just last week exposed that because I started rolling out, and by rolling the glutes, the the TFL, and the psoas and hip flexors, it started releasing that. And I naturally have a tilt right there that I have to actually work on improving the posture. Even as I'm walking, I gotta imagine that I'm growing taller to really work and consciously be aware of that anterior tilt that has been exposed. So with that being said, it is, you know, even exposing, if I come over here and lift this leg up parallel, just like if I were hanging from a bar, the first thing that gives for me is not the core. The core is fine. It's the actual psoas and hip flexors that are really tight. And I think all these years from training exposed that for me. So it's pretty cool. In this season where I'm learning a lot more, instead of chasing intensity, I'm chasing restoration, if that makes sense. So with that said, um, I did a little bit of a walk for I, let's see. Well, I'll tell you what my daily steps say. I'm about 5,000 steps in for the day, and I've been averaging, I don't know, a little bit over 12K a day recently, walking my dog. Um, so I'm warmed up that way. I already did this morning. I did mobility, the rolling out. I've got a series and I'll do a video on this, a series of the way I use the foam roller and uh, specific stretches that are opening up the actual hips, the psoas, the TFLs, and so forth. And I'll go through those at some point as well. But we're gonna warm up real quickly with um, some arm circles, 10 forward, 10 backwards, just to lubricate the joint, prepare the rotator cuff. So, you know, simple stuff. Opening up this way, 10 circles forward. All right. 10 backwards. Okay. Feel free to ask questions anytime, guys. I'm not following any one program. I'm kind of just making up my own. So I suggest if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, band pull apart. So I'm going to just do 20 repetitions. This is to wake up the upper back, activate the rear delts, improve posture. So I'm gonna hold the band in front of me about shoulder height, hands just about shoulder width, just outside the shoulders, arms almost straight, soft elbows, and I'm gonna do a pull apart, specifically just 20 of those reps to open up. So I'll just grab this guy over here. Just looks just like this, right? Just outside the shoulders. I'm gonna do 20 of these, okay? I'm gonna come over here. We're away from the punching bag. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So we're just warming up, guys. So again, holding the X3 band apart, shoulder width, hands at the shoulder, arms almost straight, soft elbows. Imagine squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades, right? That's what we're doing. Uh, rear shoulders, mid back, not your neck. Okay, now we're gonna do scapular push-ups. So scapular push-ups are, we're gonna do 10 just to activate the serratus anterior. So it's like a high plank setup, arms straight, and the movement is without bending your elbows, you let your chest sink and you push the floor away. So only the shoulder blades move. So we're gonna take this to the ground real quick here. I'll show you what I mean. Right? Okay. There we go. So that was that exercise there. Again, that was called scapular push-ups. And then we're going to do a light chest press, one easy warm-up set. This is just to get ready for the actual, so really, I'm just going to do 10 push-ups on the ground for that. It's nothing better than just hitting some push-ups real quickly. Okay. So that was just the warm-up. Okay? Now we're going to actually do the workout. So this is a phase 2 strength phase. So one working set, 15 to 40 controlled repetitions, immediately followed by a partial until true muscular fatigue. So the purpose is to develop the chest, of course, anterior shoulders, triceps, teach whole body stability. So we're going to stand centered on the plate, feet shoulder width apart. Actually, we don't have to sit on the plate for this case. Grow tall, brace your core, lower slowly, elbows about 45 degrees from your body. Press smoothly. Tempo, we're going to do 2 seconds up, 1 squeeze, and then 3 seconds down. So a little bit slower eccentric movement. Okay. Coaching cues, grow tall, ribs stacked, shoulders down, press through the chest, finish strong. Okay. Feel the chest first, the triceps second, the front shoulders third, never the lower back. Sound about right? Okay. So I'm going to go with the dark gray para greater gains, greater force band on this one. So we're just going to focus on time under tension. All right. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? So we're going to do a 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. was good. Okay. I mean, I could probably even strap the band for that one if I wanted to go a lot more reps. So next time is good to know. Okay, so lateral raise, one working set. I'll show you. I'm going to use the band, really light band for this one. We're going to develop the side delts, create shoulder width, improve shoulder health. Stand on the band, hands beside the thighs, slight bend in elbows. Lead with your elbows, raise the shoulder height, pause briefly, lower, under control. Okay, so grow tall, shoulders down, elbows lead. Do not shrug. Outside shoulder never above traps. Okay. All right. Feel those lateral raises, baby. Okay. So that's the side delts. So we did those, and now we're gonna do French press. So basically a skull crusher. That's what we're gonna have here. Similar type of thing. We're gonna lower behind the head, so it's gonna look more like here and down. Okay. Do not flare elbows. So we're gonna do 2 up, 3 down. We're gonna feel the back of the upper arm, the triceps, not the shoulders on that one. Okay. Okay, similar here, guys. Set up almost identically like the chest press, but now we're going to do triceps. Intense. Intense. All right, now we're going to finish with band pull aparts, 2 sets, 20 repetitions. All right. Okay. We're going to do one more set. One more set. So, let's see. Yeah, 2 sets of 20, and then we're going to recover with hanging from the bar. 60 seconds each to open the shoulders, decompress the spine, and relax the nervous system. And then we're going to do some hip flexor stretching, 1 minute each side. We're going to do an easy walk after that, and that's it for the day, at least for that one, right? So we don't train to punish the body, guys. We train to prepare it for the work God has given us to do, if that makes sense. Here we go. Okay. All right, now let's hang from the bar. Set the timer. Okay. We'll do one more of those. So the point of this again is, we're going to open up the shoulders, decompress the spine, relax the nervous system after we did that work. That's all you need to do. Look, we've only been here like 20 minutes. So, by the way, it's 3:33. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things of which you do not know." Meaning call to him Every time you see 333, let it remind you of Jeremiah 33:3. Go look at it for yourself. See what the Spirit wants to reveal for you, but that's God's calling card, Jeremiah 33:3. Obviously, Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom, but he's got many of these. You just got to go look how he speaks to you. Okay, one more. Grab the timer. Stop, reset, start. So this one I'm just going to swing a little bit, side to side, just to open up. Okay. And then we're going to finish with some hip flexor stretching. So I'll show you what that looks like on the ground. So it's really just getting that pelvic tilt right here. Squeeze that butt. And you're going to feel it on top. You squeeze that anterior belt, shoulders back. And you can take the hands up a little bit and almost come the other direction to get a deeper stretch. Switch the other side. Couple good stretches to do here too. So it's the couch stretch. Bring your knee up close to the wall. And then come up. Feel that stretch. You could always come down a little bit if you want to focus on activating the glutes while you're doing that. Okay. And that's it, guys. It's your workout for the day. So I'll be back for tomorrow. standard throughout the workout. Continually ask yourself when you're doing this, am I growing tall, right? Am I growing tall? Are my ribs stacked over my pelvis? Is my neck relaxed? Am I moving with control? Can I feel the target muscle working, right? That's the key. So this is going to be the way I train every day. Welcome to train with me. I don't know what time I will be training, typically in the afternoon. But as always, if you have any questions, let me know. Enjoy. Seek first the kingdom.